Coming to you live from TFBN studios on the Rayjen server, this is TFBN News. I'm your host Roogisan and I'm joined today by Eskimolander. Good evening.
Good evening to you, Roogisan. And for our first bit of news here on the Rayjen server, on October 10th in North America and October 11th in Oceania, the Rayjen server suffered a brutal attack from an unnamed user in the form of a world edit abuse. The person had spread TNT throughout the world, resulting in the majority of the map being destroyed and unsalvageable. Rachel T, the owner of Rayjen, immediately banned the user and set to work on resetting the server to its former glory. The server has since been put back up and is now running smoothly.
Since the reset, two new kits have been made available. These are /kit reset and /kit spooky. Reset is an apology kit and spooky is a Halloween themed kit.
And in a change of pace for this month, we'll be going straight into the gaming news. The first bit of news that we have is the Witcher 3 patch 1.10, which may be the biggest patch ever released in gaming history. The patch, which was released on October 10th, contains over 600 changes to the game and comes with a 13-page PDF breakdown, 6 pages of which consist completely of fixes to quests. The patch weighs in at an overall 15 gigabytes in size, which is more than most games I own and most games that I've heard of.
In other gaming news, the video gaming group, the Entertainment Software Association, have criticized the UN after they released a video gaming report. Basically what they said was that there was a large amount of cyber violence against females in video games, and they said that video games themselves were a broader inspiration for violence, and that they, and I quote here, turn boys into killing zombies. The ESA said it uses hyperbolic, outlandish and outdated statements and was full of views from noted and debunked anti-game figures. Cited scholarly works include a report titled "The Mark of the Beast, America's Children Are in Mortal Danger." This report mistakenly states that kids as young as 2 abuse digital entertainment. The ESA believes that the UN's position was misinformed and factually unsubstantiated. The UN have since removed the report.
That is some quite severe news. On the happier side of gaming news, the weekend of October 30th to November 2nd saw the beta of the newest and long-awaited installment of the Rollercoaster Tycoon series, Rollercoaster Tycoon World. The beta focused solely on coaster building and left out many of the other parts of the game, including the piers and whatnot. The beta will only be available to those who have pre-ordered the game, which makes me regret not pre-ordering it because I quite like the Rollercoaster Tycoon series.
I love Rollercoaster Tycoon. I remember playing it way back in the day with the original Rollercoaster Tycoon. That was so much fun.
Yes, it was. It's been quite a long time since a new game was released, so we'll have to keep an eye on this and see how things go.
Next, we have got some Pokemon news. The Pokemon Go developer has raised $20 million from the Pokemon Company and Nintendo, as well as Google. Pokemon Go, if you didn't know, is a mobile app which lets you play Pokemon in real life. Basically, it uses the GPS locator on your phone to place virtual Pokemon in the world around you, which you can go out and fight, capture, and play Pokemon as you normally would, but in real life.
I think this game sounds quite interesting. It's certainly something that I most likely will invest a lot of time and probably a fair amount of money into.
Mm.
And in further Pokemon news, Build-A-Bear workshops around the world are to introduce a new Pikachu plushie to their lineup, which will finally give me a reason to go to the Build-A-Bear workshop.
Finally, in new console rumours, it is believed that Nintendo's new console called the NX will be both a home console and a handheld rolled into one. A new patent from Nintendo has revealed a tablet-like design for the controller. According to the Wall Street Journal, development kits have already gone out to studios, and the NX could launch sometime next year. which would put it some distance ahead of the next installment from Sony and Microsoft.
Wow, that's very interesting. Please stay tuned for our gaming releases for the month of November 2015, as well as our reports on our games that we chose last month.
Welcome back to TFBN News, and now it's time for the gaming releases for the month of November. So first up we have Anno 2205, which is for the PC. We have Need for Speed on the Xbox One, PS4 and PC. Peanuts, Snoopy's Grand Adventure, that's coming out on the Xbox One, 360, the PS4, the Wii U and the 3DS. We have Black Ops 3 on Xbox One, PS4 and PC. We have the much anticipated Fallout 4 on Xbox One, PS4 and PC. Rise of the Tomb Raider is out on Xbox One and 360. Star Wars Battlefront, Xbox One, PS4 and PC. We've also got Sword Art Online Lost Song on PS4 and PS Vita. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash is coming out on the Wii U. And lastly, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon on the 3DS.
And as you all know, every month we pick a game to do an in-depth report on. Last month I picked the game Read Only Memories, which is a cyberpunk adventure game developed by Midboss and was released on October 6th for the Mac, Linux, and Windows systems. The story takes place at Christmas time in the year 2064. The protagonist is a journal trying to find his missing friend on the streets of Neo San Francisco with the world's first sentient robot, Turing. Read Only Memories was funded through Kickstarter and has been described as being a queer inclusive game having several LGBT characters in it. My game for next month is going to be Sword Art Online, The Lost Song.
My game to research over the previous month has been Chibi Robo Ziplash. I have discovered that it is a side-scrolling game made by Nintendo for the 3DS. Chibi Robo is a robot. He has got a power cord as a tail, and he can use his plug-in cord to whip enemies, grapple onto ledges, and swing. From what I've gathered from reading the reviews so far, is it was good in concept, not so great in execution, just like the Dear God was last time round. The reviews are decidedly average, rating around the 6, 6.2, 6.8, depending on what website you look for. You're looking at, sorry. So altogether, not a particularly great outing for Chibi Robo here. My game that I will be researching next month will involve a lot of research, I guarantee it, is Fallout 4.
And with any luck, it'll hopefully break your streak of good in theory, bad in execution. And
We can only hope.
and that will conclude the news for the month of October 2015. Please stay tuned for next month when you'll learn more about Sword Art Online as well as Fallout 4 and for other future news. Thank you for watching. This has been TFBN News.